franchises. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and Charles kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Here's Joshua Carney ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. QBs from USC.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Throwing right away is Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. First run now for Kyron Williams. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that one too wide and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
Ethan Evans on now to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Bears take over. To the air, Williams. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Just a pickup of 3, but that is indeed enough. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. To throw, it's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but now any run after it.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9. To the air once more, Williams. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
One of the underrated additions the Bears made this offseason was signing Gerald Everett. He's someone who's been a productive playmaker at the tight end position, and they're certainly hoping that trend continues now that he's a Chicago Bear.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Williams. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Looking to throw is Williams. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. We're scoreless after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now, after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Stafford. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Stafford now to throw. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now Stafford.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Williams.
He'll get this into the hands of Adunze.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing again here, Williams. A pass complete to Adunze. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I love it. He ran a hitch route on 3rd and 6, and normally that's not deep enough to get your first down. I'd say he really ran a hitch plus to make sure he got the first down yardage. Really intelligent route running.
Yeah, because what do you say, hitches are normally 1 to 3?
Yeah, somewhere in the neighborhood. You just kind of come off the line of scrimmage and kind of show yourself to the quarterback and say, hey, here I am, present it. He went in and took it far enough downfield to make sure that they had enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Tre'Davious White that time getting there for the loss.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
To throw is Stafford.
That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Second and 5.
Stafford looks to throw again.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Stafford. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll go play action here with Williams. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 39. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To the air, Williams. Completes it left side to the tight end, Lewis. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
They'll try it now with Swift. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They begin the drive with Williams. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter.
They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3 and out.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift to about the 23.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
To throw, it's Williams.
And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Play action. Now Williams.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chicago.
Rome Odunze.
64 yards.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their own 24. On play action, they'll throw. It's complete to Williams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be.
found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle, it's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Now Stafford.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Stafford.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. In motion comes the tight end left. Throwing again is Stafford. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cooper Kupp
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Point after try forthcoming. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Pushing his way through.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bears offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And Allen's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Flush to his right. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. He's back to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. He's got Allen. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses that are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Second and 11 now.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that,